right, you guys, we got to talk about one of the most intriguing prospects to come into this draft class, Bailey Zappe, quarterback out of Western Kentucky. We're going to take a deep dive look at him. But definitely, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't miss an upload. If you're a Detroit Lions fan and you want to talk draft, you come to the right channel because that's what we do over here. Not only do we talk draft, we also talk about the Lions and how they can get better, because that's the only thing that you want to see as a fan. You have the hopium shot that you get every year that this team would eventually one day be able to get into the playoffs, be competitive, and eventually be able to go to a Super Bowl. But before all of that, we're going to get into Bailey Zappe, one of the most intriguing prospects in this draft. Simply put up video game numbers, and you can't put up those type of numbers without having a great offensive line. I watched this offensive line. I watched the tape. Tape doesn't lie. The kid is good, but at the same time, you can't be as great without having a great offensive line and having that protection. This dude put up video game numbers, 5,967 yards passing. He averaged almost 600 yards per game. So he averaged around 597.8 per game, and he had 62 touchdowns to go along with that. Also, he was very, very impressive in his bowl game performance, and that's one thing that you want to see too. And definitely, if this kid plays in the Senior Bowl, you want to see what he'll be able to do in the Senior Bowl, because he plays in an air raid system, and that's the same system that the Arizona Cardinals play in. So I don't know how well he will be as a pro quarterback in the pro style offenses that they play in the league, but definitely the talent is there with this kid. He can make all of the throws, and that's what you want to see. Now, even though he put up these great numbers and stuff like that, you know, there's always things that you need to work on as a quarterback. And there's things definitely that he needs to work on. And we're not going to pinpoint that right now at this moment, but we're just going to talk about the success that this kid has, because truly that's what's going to sell you on taking this kid in the draft. If you're the Detroit Lions and you know that you need a backup quarterback, and I know that Jared Goff is going to be the man for the Detroit Lions next season, and Jared Goff is playing well towards the back end of the season. At the beginning of the season, Jared Goff did not play that well, but now I think that the backups that they have on the team, you can't come into the next season with those guys. You got to come with something else in. Why not get a rookie quarterback to come in to be able to learn the playbook and sit behind one Mr. Jared Goff? But definitely, he's when I watch the tape on Zappe, he's not really a mobile quarterback. He can run and he does extend plays at times, but mainly he is a pure pocket passer. He doesn't run often, but he'll run when he needs to, and that's cool, you know, because you want a quarterback. If you're the Detroit Lions that can extend plays with his legs at times, you're not looking for that guy that's going to continue to run the football all the time. But he doesn't have, you know, when I watch the tape, he doesn't have the biggest arm in this draft class out of the quarterbacks, but he has enough arm strength to drive the ball through tight windows and be able to get the chuck the football down the field. He can do that. Bailey is very impressive with his accuracy. Kind of reminds me of when it comes to being accurate with the football, like a Drew Brees or like this year's Mac Jones. Has that accuracy. And that's one thing that you can't neglect when a quarterback has great accuracy, because that's what you want ultimately, is for your quarterback to be able to get the balls to the receivers and the running back out of the backfield. And Bailey Zappe definitely displayed that he can do that. And he did it big time this season, you know, having one of the best college football seasons for a quarterback that you can possibly have throwing the football. And this dude is, I mean, his accuracy reminds you of a Drew Brees or a Mac Jones. I got to say that, guys. And very, very smart guy. Has a quick release with the football. Gets the ball out of his hands really, really fast. And he is a great processor when it comes to check downs and when it comes to spreading the ball around. That's one thing that I saw about Bailey Zappe on the tape. He doesn't get the ball to one guy and force it to one guy. He's getting multiple guys out there to be able to have some fun out there and catch that football. And that's one thing that you like as a receiver. You want to see everybody get an opportunity to shine, especially when you got 4 guys going out there, or 3, however many sets that you're playing of receivers going out there. You want to see different guys, and you want to know what these guys can do. But he was able to do that, man. And that's one thing that I really, really liked about Bailey Zappe, is that he is accurate with that football, and he doesn't just force feed one guy, whoever the best receiver is on the team. He's not force feeding that guy, but he does get the ball to his playmakers, and they make the plays. And hey, what can you say? That's something that you got to like. But definitely, I feel like the Detroit Lions should be thinking about a quarterback. Do they have to pick up a quarterback? No, they don't have to, but they should be thinking about one. You don't want to come in another season with Tim Boyle and David Blau, especially if they don't trust David Blau enough to be able to give him an opportunity to play. Even when Tim Boyle was down, they should have given David Blau a chance and an opportunity to play a little quarterback. But I think that they wanted to see Tim Boyle more so than David Blau. So he didn't get that opportunity when Tim Boyle came off the IR. But Zappe is definitely somebody that you want to keep your eyes on in the draft if you're looking to just get a quarterback and a guy that's going to come in and be impressive, man. And Zappe, one thing I know about Zappe as well, he is good at attacking downfield, whether it be vertically or horizontally. This kid is able to do both. Has a beautiful deep ball that he throws. And that's something that I love because I want to see these receivers on the Detroit Lions make plays, man. And if they were to get a quarterback like Bailey Zappe, then you definitely want to see the action down the field. You don't want to see dinking and dunking all game long. Not saying that that's not, it's not bad to dink and dunk, but just saying that you every now and then you want to see something in the repertoire where you're throwing the ball downfield and making explosive plays. And that's something that you don't really have in Detroit. Detroit doesn't make a lot of big explosive plays, guys getting 70-yard catches or 80-yard catches and taking it to the house. That rarely happens in Detroit. And I think that that's something that they definitely need to be thinking about and considering when they're looking for a quarterback, somebody that can get the football down the field and be able to throw the ball deep as well. Is somebody also that will be able to come in and replace Goff if he gets hurt and play well. You want your backup to be able to win games too, not to just come in there and lay down and lay an egg and not win any football games. You want him to go in and win as many games as he can, But definitely, man, this kid has a great arm. I wouldn't say he has an elite arm, but his arm is great. And he can make all the NFL throws. When it comes to mobility, he's not the fastest or he's not a scrambler. He's not known for that. But this kid does his job well. So, all right, guys, that's Bailey Zappe, and we keeping it raw. Peace.